What's the one word you always hear in Western media about China? Evil, right? Funny, because it's not China going around invading weaker countries or grabbing land that isn't theirs. Then comes the classic line, Chinese products are low quality. But what if I told you China just pulled off something so insane? It made those same critics look like complete fools. And here's the kicker, they did it in just 4 hours. So what exactly happened? Oh, and stick around, because we're also going to talk about how China just proved it's not only a global superpower, but one that could challenge the US on the battlefield, anytime. So buckle up, because what you're about to see might just melt YouTube. But remember, we're still on YouTube, and that means we have limits. If we shared the uncensored truth, this channel wouldn't last a day. So if you want the real story, the raw, unfiltered facts that YouTube won't let us show, head over to our Telegram channel. That's where we cover everything they try to hide. The link's in the description below. I'll see you there. Ask yourself this. Why do some Western media outlets spend every single day saying Chinese weapons are useless? Why do they keep trying to downplay China's military power, claiming its rise doesn't matter? What are they so afraid of? Well, let's find out. In the recent conflict between India and Pakistan, Pakistan's J-10C fighters reportedly shot down 4 Indian Rafales, along with several other jets, Mirage 2000s, Su-30s and MiG-29s. Now, here's the crazy part. The French Rafale isn't just any jet. It's one of the most advanced 4.5 generation fighters in the NATO arsenal, packed with cutting-edge radar and sensor fusion tech. In fact, during training exercises between the French and US Air Forces, the Rafale reportedly managed to lock onto an F-35 and even simulate shooting it down. That's how good it is. But despite all that high-tech glory, the Rafale got outclassed, not once, but 4 times, by Pakistan's Chinese-made J-10C. And here's the twist. The J-10C costs around $40 million, while the Rafale costs nearly $120 million. So now it makes sense. The Western media is embarrassed. In just one day, their whole China makes low-quality weapons narrative collapsed. The truth hit hard. China isn't just catching up, it's leading. Suddenly, countries are lining up to buy the J-10C. Pakistan already operates 36 and is getting more. Egypt is looking to replace its American F-16s, and Iran reportedly plans to buy 48 J-10Cs to counter Israeli jets. Many believe if Iran receives these fighters, Israeli F-16s and F-15s won't stand a chance, and even the F-35 could be in serious danger. After all, the J-10C already defeated the Rafale, the same jet that once took down the F-35 in war games. So yeah, it's safe to say China's about to outsell every Western 4.5 Gen fighter on the market. But that raises one big question. What makes the J-10C so capable? What's its secret? What's the first thing you notice when you look at the J-10C? That's right, it's front canards. And here's something that surprises a lot of people. The J-10C actually has a European-style design. Back in the late 20th century, it was Europe that introduced canards on fighters like the Eurofighter Typhoon, Dassault Rafale, and Saab Gripen. Now yes, the Russian Su-37 and Su-30 MKI also used canards, but Russia later focused more on thrust vectoring with jets like the Su-35. Today, only Europe and China field modern fighters that rely purely on canard designs, and China perfected it. Canards give the J-10C more lift, better fuel efficiency, and incredible maneuverability at high speeds. This jet is unbelievably agile. Its delta wing and fly-by-wire system make it a close combat nightmare. And to top it all off, the J-10C comes with a helmet-mounted display paired with the PL-10 short-range missile. That combo allows the pilot to simply look at a target, even one over 90 degrees off the nose, and fire. And if the missile misses and the target tries to escape using flares, the J-10C can relink with the missile mid-air, redirecting it back toward the enemy. So if you ever find yourself in a dogfight with a J-10C, you're already dead. But what about long-range, beyond visual range BVR combat? Well, this is where it gets even scarier. The J-10C isn't just good in close combat, it's a perfect long-range platform too. To understand why, let's rewind for a second. France and Israel are known for having some of the best electronic warfare systems in the world. India received both: the Rafale's Spectra electronic suite and Israel's ELM-8222 jamming pods for its Su-30s. So Indian pilots were confident their EW systems could jam or outsmart Pakistan's J-10Cs. But China had already equipped Pakistan with its own beast, the KG-600 jamming pod. It operates across multiple frequency bands, X, S, C and L, and can jam everything from enemy aircraft to air defense systems up to 400 kilometers away. And that's not all. It gives the J-10C data fusion capability, meaning the Pakistani pilots already knew what was approaching, without even turning on their radar. That confused Indian pilots, who had no idea what they were up against. Using AWACS radar support, the J-10Cs locked onto Rafales from long range, while the Rafales couldn't even get a proper radar lock, thanks to the KG-600's electronic warfare shield. Moments later, the J-10Cs fired PL-15 long-range missiles, and that was the end of it. In that instant, the world saw something new. China wasn't just a rising power, it was the first true military superpower of the 21st century. And the wild part? The J-10C is considered one of China's weaker frontline fighters. The J-16 is even stronger, a 4.5 gen powerhouse that dwarfs the J-10C in range and payload. And when you compare those to the J-20 Mighty Dragon, or the upcoming 6th gen J-36 and J-50, it's clear, for the US and its allies, the game might already be over. That's exactly why European countries are slowly drifting away from Washington and moving closer to Beijing. But here's the shocking part. China isn't done with the J-10C yet. The next upgrade will turn this already lethal jet into a true monster, and it could shake the entire global defense market. What do you notice about American fighter jets? They love making versions. The F-15, F-16 and F-18 all have endless letters after them. A, B, C, D, E, F, even G and X. Each one slightly better than the last. A slow evolution. China's J-10 followed the same path, but with one major difference. By the time it reached the J-10C, it wasn't just an upgrade, it was a transformation. The jump in capability was so massive, it shocked even Western analysts. And since countries around the world are now lining up to buy the J-10C, one thing's certain: future versions will be even stronger. The first major upgrade? Engines. The early J-10s used the Russian AL-31, but the latest models use China's own WS-10B, which supports thrust vectoring, giving the jet unmatched agility. China even tested a prototype J-10 with full thrust vectoring control, and it performed like something out of a sci-fi movie. But that's not all. China's new stealth fighter, the J-20, now uses the WS-15, a next-generation engine capable of supercruise, flying at supersonic speed without afterburners. This puts China side by side with the US and Russia in the elite club of true jet engine masters. So, it's only a matter of time before a future J-10 variant gets an advanced thrust vectoring engine, making it even more maneuverable, more fuel efficient, and capable of carrying heavier weapons over longer distances. Its KLJ-10 AESA radar is already one of the best, detecting large aircraft at 350 kilometers and fighters at 250. But future versions will go even further, with radar systems powerful enough to detect stealth fighters like the F-22. And when that happens, America's most prized weapon could suddenly become useless. Honestly, I could write a whole book about what's coming next, from AI-assisted co-pilots to new long-range air-to-air missiles to next-gen electronic warfare systems. But all of this raises one final question. With every leap forward, just how much stronger is China's military becoming? Unlike others, we try to be the voice of truth on YouTube, giving you an unbiased look at real military achievements around the world. If you enjoy this kind of content, please support us. Liking this video is free for you, but it means everything to us. Don't forget to subscribe and share this video with someone who loves military tech as much as you do. Thanks for your support. And remember, here at Eastwind Brigade, we rise together as one undeniable voice on YouTube.